It's 5 o'clock. Now, Fox 35 News at 5.
We have a news alert tonight right out of a movie script. A bank teller kidnapped from his own home, strapped with some type of explosive device, then sent to a Bank of America to get money. All this while the teller's father is being held hostage back at home. Now, this all happened today in Coral Gables, right near the University of Miami. The bomb squad did safely remove that device.
It is an unusual event to have explosives strapped to a victim and sent in. We do not have any information at this time that connects it to other robberies in the area, though we are pursuing all logical leads at this point. There were bomb-making materials in the device. I cannot divulge what those materials were at this time. We are looking into it.
Now, initial reports suggest hostages were inside the bank, but it turned out that was not true. As for the three suspects, they managed to escape with that money stolen in a stolen car. Now, only Fox 35 asking more questions on this tonight. How do police go about handling these type of intense situations where hostages could be involved? Joining us live from the newsroom is Dr. Richard Weinblatt, former police chief and the cop doc himself. Thanks for joining us, Richard.
Thank you, Sonny.
All right, let's start out with what seems to be the strangest part of this scenario. The teller actually kidnapped from his own home. Some people might say, well, that might suggest maybe he could be involved in some way.
And actually, this kind of is reminiscent of a couple of situations that were similar to this. One a couple of years ago in Florida, another one in 2003 in Erie, Pennsylvania, the famous pizza bomb strapping situation. And then there's officials contend that that individual was involved, and they're trying to figure it out in this case whether this man was involved in some way. But it's very hard to diffuse that kind of situation. And obviously, what we like to tell people is not to go mobile. Once you go mobile with a perpetrator, who knows what could happen, especially if it involves a female.
Let's talk about initially there were hostages believed to have been involved, but it turned out there weren't. What do police do when, you know, three other people's lives could potentially be at stake here? I would imagine there's sort of a different protocol when it comes to responding to that type of a scene.
Sure. Well, I mean, without getting into any specific tactical things that would give away what our law enforcement officers need to do in the future, in general, they have two priorities. One is public safety. Two is a criminal investigation. But the first thing is to make sure people are safe. So they're going to set up a perimeter. They're going to notify the FBI. They're going to bring in medical and fire assistance to stand by until the scene is secure if they need them. And it may involve some tactical medics as well. They're attached to their SWAT teams or special response teams. They're going to try to establish a connection with people in that bank to try to determine if there is a hostage situation, because that does change the situation.
Absolutely. We're glad that at least right now everyone is okay. Those suspects, though, still on the run. Richard Weinblatt, thanks so much for joining us tonight with your insight.
Thank you, Sonny.